Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you all? I hope you people are doing extremely well. Okay, so today in this video we will start with the second group of verbs in French. Okay, so as you all know that there are mainly three groups of verbs in French: first, second, and third. So we have already discussed the first group of verbs. I will upload that video link in the description box. You can watch that from there. And today we will start with the second group of verbs. Okay, now if you remember that the first group of verbs are called the ending verbs, like that only second group of verbs are called the ending verbs. Okay, so if you remember, we also had to follow certain steps to conjugate the first group of verbs. Similarly, we also have to follow two steps to conjugate the second group of verb, which is ending verb. Okay, so let's start. Step number one is to remove R from the end of the verb to form the radical, which in case of finny is finny. So what happens basically is that if you have a second group verb, basically the verb which is ending with IR ending verb, like if you have this verb finny, so what happens if you have to just form it, if you have to conjugate this verb, second group of verb, so you first of all have to remove R from the end. Okay, now if you remember in the first group of verb, in ER ending verb, we used to remove the last ER, okay, and add certain key endings. Like that only in second group of verbs also, we have to remove IR from the end instead of ER, not IR, actually R. Okay, we have to remove R from the end according to the first step, and then we have to add these key endings. Okay, now if you remember in ER ending verbs, the key endings were E, ES, EE, ONS, EZ, ENT, ENT. Like that only in the IR ending verbs, the key endings are mentioned over here, which are S, ST, double SONS, double SEZ, and double SENT. Okay, so what do we have to do is, first of all, we have to remove R, like according to the first step. You see over here, what we will do is we will remove R and it will be FINI, and according to the step number 2, we will add S. Okay, according to the the first key ending is S, which will be formed finny. Okay, and in the second case again, we will remove R and we will add the second key ending with the second case, which is S. Again with the third one, we have to remove R and add the third key ending, which is finite. Okay, now in the fourth case, we have to remove R. Oh, and okay, we have to add double SONS. Okay, and then in the fifth case, we have to remove again R and add the fifth key ending, which is double SEZ. And in the last one, we have to add the last key ending, okay, and remove R first of all and then add the last key ending. Okay, this is how your second group of verb is conjugated. Okay, this is how you will simply conjugate the IR ending verbs. Okay, so if so I'll tell you the pronunciation now. See, je finis, tu finis, il elle finit, nous finissons, vous finissez, ils elles finissez. Okay, so this and fini verb means to finish. So all these means, I finish, you finish, he finish or she finish. Okay, and then it will be they finish. No means we, so it will be we finish, and who means you, so you finish, else finishes, that means they finish. Okay, so this is how we have now conjugated the verb fini. Now let's come on to another verb, which is choice. Okay, now see, this verb also is the second group of verb only, and it is IR ending verb. As you can see, it is ending with IR, so it is the IR ending verb. It is second group of verb, and this means to choose. Again, this is conjugated in the same way. We will remove R from the end according to step number 1, and we will add all these key endings. So basically, if you want to, learn to conjugate, if you want to learn how to conjugate first and second group of verbs, so first of all you have to learn simply two steps. Okay, in er ending verbs you have to remove er from the end and add certain key endings, and in ir again you have to remove r from the end and add these key endings. So you have to mainly learn the key endings. Okay, and you have to learn the key endings also, and you also have to learn that which thing you have to remove. Like in ir ending verbs you have to remove r, and in er ending verbs you have to remove er. Okay, so see, that is why only if see, before watching this video in second group of verb, you should first of all watch the first group of verb. Then you will be able to understand second group of verb also very nicely, because I have explained you full concept of all these three group of verb mainly and everything in the first group of verb video. So watch that first, then come here and watch this. Okay, so this was all for today, and in my next video I will explain you some of the animals in French. Okay, so only this much for today. Let's meet next Sunday. Okay, bye bye. Take care.